A very giant cobra erupts beneath the excavator. The operator realizes something enormous is moving below. Workers scatter as the awakened predator closes in. Then the giant cobra strikes through the chaos. Trapped inside, the operator desperately fights to survive. Inside another vehicle, a survivor grabs the controls. The escape vehicle swerves away through the quarry. Yet the terror follows beyond the ruined worksite. Behind them, fallen workers litter the muddy quarry. Heavy machinery becomes their only weapon against it. The operator looks up as his machine buckles. He forces the controls while the cobra thrashes. The excavator finally catches part of its body. But the monster twists the heavy boom aside. Its counterattack sends debris flying through the rain. Still inside, the driver keeps forcing the machine. He swings the bucket again, refusing to retreat. One desperate strike finally drives the cobra back. Someone cautiously approaches, thinking the danger has passed. But the serpent still moves through the rain. Later, armed survivors face the giant snake indoors. They advance together until fear breaks their formation. A sudden strike hurls one survivor violently backward. Another man screams as his legs give way. The giant cobra rises again inside the corridor. A trapped man recoils while the others brace. The bald survivor shields Jiao beside him. Advancing relentlessly, the cobra blocks their only route. The hallway empties as terrified survivors scatter. Then another lunge sends them fleeing once more. The snake surges through the room toward them. Jiao runs desperately as the pursuit continues. The men hurriedly prepare a hanging rope net. Working fast, the bald survivor hauls the rope. He secures it before the cobra can escape. The violent struggle hurls the man across the floor. Afterward, suspicion begins poisoning the survivors' uneasy alliance. Their argument confirms the danger remains far unresolved. The bald man angrily challenges his companion's confidence, and his reaction exposes even deeper distrust. Outside, two women approach another waiting giant cobra. The bald man realizes the threat has followed. The suited survivor races toward the illuminated bridge. Nearby, one woman comforts frightened Lanlin through panic. At the dock, everyone desperately searches for safety. Together, they guide the shaken women away. Suddenly, a desperate cry stops the suited man. He grabs a heavy flashlight and turns back. The dark path hides the predator closing in. He reaches another survivor as danger closes around them. Meanwhile, the bald man helps Jiao towards safety. But the giant cobra blocks their open path. The suited man faces it and barely ducks. Its massive body traps him on exposed ground. A fallen flashlight becomes their last reachable tool. Elsewhere, the uniformed woman follows another disturbing clue. She connects the attacks with disappearing local animals. Following that suspicion, she enters a dark room. Lanlin finds her secretly preparing something dangerous inside. Still working, she continues preparing the risky trap. Then flames erupt, revealing how dangerous it is. Outside, the hidden threat races toward the bridge. The survivors sprint onto the bridge without stopping. One man supports the woman as they flee. A distant light reveals someone still facing danger. The exhausted woman collapses before reaching safety. Then Lanlin slips, desperately begging her and for help. The woman rushes toward the broken bridge edge. Only one desperate grip keeps Lanlin from falling. She catches Lanlin's hand at the final moment. Terrified, the child looks upward awaiting rescue. Above, the woman strains while shouting for help. Together, the others finally pull Lanlin back up. A man carries the rescued child from danger. But the giant cobra now controls the bridge. The bald man suddenly grabs Jiao his bait. She struggles, demanding to know what he wants. Lin Nan returns instead of continuing her escape. With the snake between them, escape narrows again. Manager Gao demands to know why she returned. Nearby, Jiao watches the towering cobra rise. The giant snake coils tightly around the bald man. His struggle recalls the earlier quarry machinery battle. Back on the bridge, Jiao screams helplessly. Another survivor crawls away as the snake passes. Someone fights back, buying the other's precious seconds. Lin Nan watches as the cobra charges again. The monster lunges beside the burning bridge tower. Its enormous body finally sprawls across the bridge. Later, Calm briefly returns inside the crowded hotel. A woman spots snakes and scrambles towards safety. Panic erupts across the floor as guests scatter. Security pushes through curtains searching for the snakes. Cornered, Jiao faces two smaller snakes advancing. Manager Gao shields people as the chaos spreads. An older guest freezes as a cobra approaches. Moments later, snakes surround him from both sides. Manager Gao watches, realizing this outbreak is different. He examines an injured man for possible venom. The hotel outbreak forces Gao into another crisis. Chaos erupts as Gao battles through the stairwell. He forces attackers back while terrified guests scatter. Security closes in, yet Gao remains sharply alert. An aggressor lunges as the confrontation turns violent. Gao counters fast, refusing to let them overwhelm him. The struggle pulls nearby officers into the melee. He grabs nearby furniture for a desperate defense. A bald stranger watches the chaos with growing concern. He moves off while fighting continues behind him. Beside him, a woman waits in uneasy silence. Then both notice something moving across the floor. Gao and the woman recoil at the sight. The bald man freezes, confidence collapsing into fear. His vision blurs as someone crosses before him. Then a gigantic cobra rises, jaws stretched open. Manager Gao hides nearby, searching for an opening. Cornered officers wonder how they can possibly respond. The answer becomes obvious. They desperately need help. Guests crash together as panic surges through them. The enormous cobra blocks their only visible escape. People scramble backward while the cobra keeps advancing. Its towering shape leaves the bald man shaken. Soon, footage of the monster reaches people outside. The bald man weighs what this sighting could mean. His fear quickly gives way to dangerous interest. A suited man then offers an enormous reward. Greed takes hold as they discuss needed supplies. Outside, the group begins seeing profit in hunting. One man scoffs at the 100,000 yuan reward offered, but the bald man still refuses to retreat. Elsewhere, police race through another hotel corridor. Inside a dark room, someone searches with caution. Word spreads that snakes have reached the upper floors. A shirtless guest suddenly bolts down the corridor. He struggles desperately as danger closes around him. In darkness, every step becomes increasingly dangerous. Staff rush frightened guests away from the threat. Gao reaches another room where someone lies helpless. The corridor erupts again into a frantic struggle. Survivors are pushed toward every possible exit. Manager Gao carries the terrified girl toward safety. Still shaken, she refuses to say a word. The child clings tightly to Aunt Lin Nan. Lin Nan cons her, pretending it is a game. Nearby, someone strikes as another snake suddenly appears. Gao and Lin Nan discover the door is jammed. Worse, snakes already cover the path outside. Another man emerges and joins their tense escape. In the service area, Gao checks everyone carefully. Then he spots a snake waiting dangerously nearby. Lin Nan sees it too and instantly freezes. By morning, the terror finally gives way to daylight. Across the water, the island hotel appears peaceful. Bridges and shoreline conceal the terror from last night. A new day begins beneath a deceptive calm. Guests gather outside for the anniversary ceremony. The group marks 10 years before assembled guests. Its chairman announces charitable donations from recent profits. He says the money will support heart patients. Nearby officers briefly joke about finding love. Inside, the restaurant has returned to normal business. Families eat while staff quietly serve the guests. A young man jokes beside his nearby companion. Fireworks frame the hotel as celebrations continue outside. Lin Nan angrily confronts someone about their gambling. She warns she will not give another cent. Outside, a son questions his father's large donation. His father says he wants to build merit. They keep walking while the father explains himself. Then something nearby abruptly pulls their attention away. The son calls out as concern suddenly rises. A memory reveals the father's earlier snake trauma. He explains that fear has followed him ever since. Back inside, Manager Gao handles another request, but the nearby fish tank catches his attention. Lin Nan reminds him that today is special. Gao jokes that he has barely eaten lately. She smiles and clarifies she meant the fish. Meanwhile, men aboard a boat discuss making money. Their scheme sends something splashing into the water. Below the surface, their line sinks even deeper. Security notices illegal fishing beside the hotel. Suddenly, something underwater jerks their line with force. The guards stare down while the fisherman keeps boasting. Below them, water churns around something still unseen. A shadowy shape drifts through the murky water. Gao and security restrain the furious fisherman together. Gao rejects blame as pollution becomes the issue. Nearby, Leyland is led toward Manager Gao, but the girl openly declares that she hates him. Lin Non comforts Leyland until she finally settles. Together they leave while the hotel towers behind. Outside, Manager Gao approaches the guarded young girl. She pulls away, rejecting his attempt at affection. The bald man corners Zhao Jiao, demanding a kiss. Leyland watches the encounter, visibly unsettled by it. Upstairs, the group arrives at room 1606. Inside, a woman suddenly startles in the bathtub. Moments later, the bathtub sits ominously empty. The bald man and woman stare downward, alarmed. He brushes off the scare, keeping Zhao Jiao close. Outside, furious guests confront hotel staff and police. The young manager arrives as the uproar intensifies. Police struggle to control the increasingly restless crowd. Officers keep searching while frightened guests remain tense. The crisis now spreads beyond the hotel toward lake. Across the water, something ominous begins quietly stirring. A snake slips through darkness, confirming their worst fears. Nearby, the hidden threat continues silently gathering strength. Inside, hotel profits trigger another bitter confrontation. The manager hears security blamed for failing everyone. Brother Chang still dismisses the snakes with mockery. Then he reveals the king snake carries value. Money on the table instantly sharpens his interest. That night, preparations quietly begin for snake hunting. Meanwhile, the nightclub keeps entertaining oblivious hotel guests. A wealthy guest casually demands a woman for drinks. Tension tightens as rough men close around her. Upstairs, another room is pulled into the crisis. Gao Ri asks Lin Nan to protect Lanlin. Outside again, the search pushes deeper into darkness. Brother Chang's crew gathers, clearly expecting a confrontation. Someone heads upstairs while danger closes in fast. The chase crosses floors, drawing more people inside. A shadowy doorway opens, concealing whatever waits beyond. Now armed, Brother Chang recklessly pushes farther forward. Zhao Jiao appears behind them as the hunt escalates. A policeman rushes in, desperately trying to rescue her. The crowd looks downward, suddenly sensing something terrible. Panic explodes, scattering everyone around the threatened area. Below the hotel, survivors regroup among industrial pipes. The manager joins them, gauging the worsening emergency. Lanlin stays close as the woman reassures her. The manager watches, knowing civilians must come first. Elsewhere, two executives clash over who bears responsibility. Gao Ri accuses Zhang Yao of stealing treatment funds. The accusation hits hard as hidden corruption surfaces. Under mounting pressure, the exposed man falls silent. Back below, Lanlin receives a brief moment of comfort. The woman then ventures deeper into the machinery. Outside, darkness conceals another man moving through danger. A huge snake appears beside the terrified shirtless man. Inside, the manager struggles after another frightening encounter. An older executive waits alone, weighing the disaster. Past warnings now return with painfully clear meaning. The manager listens as the elder condemns his son. Together, they admit the project was rushed recklessly. Guest safety, the elder insists, must now come first. The manager searches nearby, carrying that warning onward. Their tense exchange ends, yet the danger remains. Still, the elder leaves repentance as one possibility. A flashlight changes hands as the search resumes. The manager walks alone through the industrial maze. Outside, the woman pauses beneath drifting fireflies. She reminds Lanlin appearances can conceal deeper truths. Her quiet reassurance briefly steadies the frightened child. Evacuation begins, sending women and children out first. The bald guest protests, demanding his escape come first. Meanwhile, the manager carries Lanlin through the woods. Lanlin insists someone still trapped must be rescued. The woman joins them, listening carefully for nearby trouble. The shirtless man suddenly starts singing into the darkness. Lanlin recognizes the strange voice as her father's. Puzzled, she says he normally sings far better. The woman reassures her that he has a plan. His song continues while something shifts beyond the railing. Terrified, he prays desperately as the danger draws closer. He keeps pleading, barely managing to hold himself together. The woman turns as another confrontation erupts nearby. Brother Chang forces his way into the standoff. Zhao Jiao collapses outside while the others stare helplessly. Brother Chang warns that an older man is dying. The manager helps the shirtless man through the corridor. Using a flashlight, he guides him towards safety. At the doorway, the terrified man swears his innocence. They discuss extracting snake serum for experimental research. The manager answers, still focused on the emergency. Outside, he suddenly cries out desperately for help. Lightning strikes as the storm deepens around them. Movement near the ground signals yet another attack. An older man appears and faces the chaos directly. Zhao Jiai and Brother Chang sprint through pouring rain. The manager proposes turning this into a Snake King restaurant. Brother Chong hears wealthy guests might actually want it. For once, even he looks completely stunned by this. On the bridge, someone suddenly falls near the railing. The manager struggles across the deck, badly shaken. He looks up as another figure races toward him. The woman reaches him, finally admitting she was wrong. Then the damaged bridge leaves him clinging desperately. A giant snake rises beside the trapped man. Moments later, something crashed violently into the water below. Gao Ri and the woman regroup after surviving. Lanlin suddenly runs ahead, desperately calling for Dad. Gao Ri and the woman race after Lanlin. Police escort a shaken woman away from danger. Lanlin smiles again as rescuers gather around her. Gao Ri and the woman remain cautiously alert. The courtyard grows silent after the night's chaos. Elsewhere, the elder turns back, leaving everything unresolved. The elder remains alone, leaving the tension unresolved. As attention shifts toward the now-protected reservoir,